Once upon a time in a world full of shadows, men no longer feared good nor honored truth. They killed to drink the blood of power. They stole wives from their neighbors and defiled children in the night. Temples of wicked spirits rose on every hill, and the air was filled with chants of blood rituals. Men boasted in their cruelty, and the earth groaned beneath their sins. It was not only men. Evil spirits whispered into their ears, guiding them to greater depths of wickedness. Demons were the faces of friends and kings, whispering lies that turned brother against brother and father against son. The gods watched in silence. They had given men freedom, but that freedom had turned into chains of horror. At last, they clothed themselves in flesh and walked the earth as ordinary men. When they spoke, they said, "We are the gods, the guardians who shaped your rivers and mountains. We have come to turn you from your wickedness." But men laughed. Some cursed them. Some rose to strike them. Kings declared, "There are no gods among us. These are liars, impostors, fools." And so the people sharpened their blades and lifted their fists against the gods. The gods did not strike at first. They watched. They pleaded. But the wicked grew bolder, mocking them, spitting on them, threatening to kill them. Then the day of horror came. The gods smiled, not in joy, but in dreadful wrath. Their eyes turned like burning fire, their voices thundered like storms, and their hands became weapons of judgment. Villages trembled. Families that had shed innocent blood were torn apart. Men who had raped and murdered were cut down in the streets. Kings who had built altars to demons were swallowed by the earth beneath their thrones. The people screamed in terror, "These are not men, these are the gods." And though blood flowed like rivers, something strange was seen. The innocent were untouched. Children who had never defiled themselves walked unharmed. Mothers who had wept in righteousness were spared. The gods struck only the wicked, those whose hands were stained with blood and lust. At last, the land was covered with graves. The cries of the wicked had ceased. Smoke rose, then faded into silence. And peace, long forgotten, returned to the earth. Generations passed. The innocent who survived lived in fear of ever walking the paths of wickedness again. They raised their children in truth. And when their time came, the good were taken beyond the veil, where they stood before the Master of all, the God of gods, the King of the universe, the everlasting Comforter, Jesus Christ, the Lord of creation. This is the life we are living now in world. If you believe Jesus